having our Phase 2 collective showcase. So we have 20 students that have been here for the past 2 months, and they have been cultivating creative rhythms to work out their wholeness, to explore who they are, who God's made them to be. They're showing a ton of visual work, from pottery to abstract painting, printmaking, darkness photography. So they're showing us their work for an hour. We're gonna eat an amazing meal, and then we're gonna go in and hear about all their artist statements, why they're making what they're making, the purpose for it, what's behind the pieces. And it's my favorite part because you get to find out really their testimony, what the Lord's done, what only He can do. So it's gonna be an amazing night. I'm super excited.
The 18-inch Journey Phase 2 is a 6-month discipleship school. This year we have 20. With all of the wildness of 2020 and all of the questions that our culture, that society is asking, that the church is asking, that the hearts of men and women are asking, God sent us 20 sons and daughters, your sons and daughters, His sons and daughters, to come back to this land in 2021 and find out what love is really like. You're going to experience a lot of testimony of healing tonight because you're in a company of healing right now.
So we have guests here because we overcome by the power of the blood and the word of our testimony. And we think it's so important to make a space where our students get to practice sharing their testimony around the people who know them, who love them. So we've invited people in to just get a window into the beautiful transformation that's happening in the 20s hearts.
So I'm learning abstract art, and I experienced the challenge of my own expectation, meeting reality, and then having to adapt and create something beautiful. And then also learn to appreciate what I've created, even if it's not exactly what I anticipated.
I was in darkroom, so I was doing film photography in a darkroom, which was so challenging just in the sense of everything that I was doing was literally in like a dark closet. So in a lot of ways it felt like no one really saw all the work that I put in, but actually just the beauty of that challenge, confronting my pride and just like knowing that it is enough even if people couldn't see it.
I'm gazing at these 4 beauties. Have you seen these prints yet? These are their self-portraits from Darkroom. I'm part of the printmaking collective. Let's go. These are the first projects that we did in printmaking, where you are carving a linoleum block. There's another layer, and you're taking off more layers, and then you're putting color, and then you're putting it on paper, and then you're printing it again. It's a pretty long process.
What's the reward of all this work that you did?
What is the reward of all this work? I would say the reward is it taught me to not find my worth in mistakes.
You won't see the reward in there. You'll see pottery I created, but the reward is in my heart, my journey, the story I tell after I leave here. And I can look back and say, oh, the Lord did this on the pottery wheel.
The reward of this art in the student's life is that they get to see a visual representation of who they are in Jesus.
It's one of the greatest rewards, is just learning how to convey my feelings and invite other people into it.
I am learning that things are never quite what they seem. That God's affection for me is boundless. He cares so much more about knowing me than He does about fixing me. He carves away the apathy of self-preservation, the pride of self-reliance, and the cancer of self-loathing. Beneath all these layers, I am seeing one simple yet illogical truth emerge. God is satisfied with me.
The Jesus who flipped tables in the temple began to teach me how to flip my strongholds. And I started to see Him flipping things everywhere. I saw Him in the eyes of my darkroom sisters who waged war on my comparison. I saw Him in Sydney's eyes when she asked me if I loved what I made, and then she went the extra mile to make my vision come to life. I saw him in the words of my friend reminding me, I need your voice. And I started to realize that where I thought I could only be surrounded by lies and wild thorns, I am actually surrounded by marvelous light. I thought I would come into the wilderness and only face my endless mess. But now I see my story is not marked by the lies I believed, but by the voice of my Father. I can hear him saying over me even now, who is this one? She arises out of her desert, clinging to her beloved. Yo soy de mi amado, y mi amado es mío. I am my beloved's, and his desire is for me.
Dear God, thank you for placing me in a collective where I am learning the beauty of mistakes, and that imperfections to me are opportunities for you, where blemishes to me are blossoms to you. You told me to lift my head and to take in the satisfaction of what I had made and to let go of my pride and my definition of perfection. It was never about making the perfect piece of art. It was always about communing with you and loving who you made me to be. Thank you, Papa, for the gift of learning to be comfortable in my own skin. I stand before all of you and say with confidence that I am proud of me. I love the process I am in, and I love the person that I am. I am not perfect, but I am beautiful to the Father and my friends and family, and that's the most important thing.
How do you feel about what just happened?
I honestly just feel really proud, but also amazed. I spent a lot of time with these guys, but I had no idea they had been working on some of those things. And then to actually end the night with such an incredible vocal choir, 22 people playing and singing together in unison, it was beautiful. I just feel really, really proud.
The testimony of Jesus, it was unbelievable. Yeah. 20 students just showing us what they've become in song, in color, in form. That's why we're doing what we do. For this. These are the paychecks. These are the paychecks.